debate over abortion rights, using some controversial tactics to try to get their point across. And they say it's working, as ABC's Gloria Riviera found out for our new collaboration with the BBC, ×2.
Pro-life signs! Get your pro-life signs, guys! We are the generation that will end abortion!
These young women are the new wave in America's most controversial and enduring culture war.
This is what the pro-life movement looks like at its strongest in the United States today. We're at the March for Life, and what you see behind me goes on for miles.
Gone are the images of middle-aged men quoting Bible verses about eternal damnation.
A murderer will not see the kingdom of heaven.
Now, two determined, energetic young women are at the forefront of the movement.
Every network should be covering this. This is historic.
One, an undercover activist turned anti-abortion celebrity.
Do you follow her on Twitter?
I do, on Facebook.
Everything.
The other, a grassroots organizer who's recruited thousands to the cause.
At the end of my talk, I'm going to go for we. Oh, the pro-life. You guys need to start chanting it.
Okay.
Today I speak to you pregnant with my 4th child, my first daughter. We are the pro-life generation!
To some, like 16-year-old Devin Beers, she's a hero.
Is this your first March for Life? When did you place your son or child for adoption?
She was in October this year. I wanted to have an abortion and I found out I was pregnant with my daughter. And out of choice, I was given the options. I could do abortion and not tell anyone, or I could move away from the home. I went to a maternity home, and in October I placed my daughter for adoption. Because of her, I'm not ashamed to have gotten pregnant at my age anymore.
America's war over abortion rights has been raging for years. The Supreme Court ruled it was legal in the case Roe versus Wade. But over the last few years, the anti-abortion movement has been gaining ground, with over 200 limitations on abortion access passed into law across dozens of states. The anti-abortion movement claims they're now on the winning side.
Abortion on demand and without apology!
Are you going to give them more warnings and then arrests?
Right back.
Abortion is illegal!
Tell me what's going on right now. Why are you talking to the officers?
So what happened is the counter protesters decided to block the streets. But the March for Life, the pro-life committee that organized the march, has the permit.
We need to show our world that we're the pro-life generation!
We saw some pro-choice advocates getting arrested.
Yeah.
They got taken away.
Yeah, and it was great. I love for our students to see that.
Yeah.
Because they need to see that there are people who actually believe that killing a baby up until the moment of birth and sometimes after is still okay.
Abortion is the violent killing of a child, and that it's actually against in every way, psychologically, physically, emotionally.
Rose is waging a media war against Planned Parenthood.
This is the kind of event Lila does several times a year. She's outside the Planned Parenthood clinic in Washington, D.C.
The Planned Parenthood, what many people don't realize, is the biggest abortion chain in our country. And they commit over 320,000 abortions every year.
Stop interfering with women's private health care decisions.
All of
this
that.
is a sham.
In this fight, Lila Rose is building a new kind of army. Thousands of Facebook subscribers and Twitter followers, all fans of her group Live Action, and their contentious undercover work they say exposes wrongdoing inside abortion clinics.
You people make me sick. It appears as if this organization is run by children. Well, we're young, but we're not children.
Lila Rose was only a freshman at UCLA when she had the idea to start going undercover into abortion clinics. That's her with the dyed blonde hair.
These videos are documentaries of what's actually happening in the abortion industry, in these facilities.
Rose claims that Live Action's videos show Planned Parenthood staffers engaged in a wide array of scandalous conduct, from accusing them of covering up statutory rape,
like is he not a minor?
to claiming they promote BDSM.
Sex, dominatrix stuff.
This is the greatest human rights abuse of our day, and we're offering fresh evidence to that point.
Live Action's claims sure sound explosive, but there are questions concerning credibility. Questions Rose says she answers by posting the full undercover footage online.
So when people say Live Action uses deceptive editing, you say,
Let the facts speak speak for themselves. You view the tapes yourself.
We did, and so did liberal watchdog groups like Media Matters that have accused live action of deceptive editing, like reordering audio or omitting critical portions of conversations. Take this video where a pregnant actress is seeking an abortion, but only if it's a girl.
And so if you decide that, even if you find out that it's a girl and you decide that what you would prefer is to terminate the pregnancy, then that's just your decision.
Live Action uses that exchange as evidence to support their claim that Planned Parenthood is promoting sex-selective abortion. But when you look at the raw tapes released by Live Action, you see they edited out this part.
We're required to discuss all of the, a patient's options. Or is adoption something that you were interested in considering? No.
In a statement to Nightline, Planned Parenthood called Live Action an organization that has been widely discredited for years because they deceptively edit videotapes and make claims that are flat out false. And that Planned Parenthood is proud to stand strong against unethical, illegal, and misleading attacks from political groups whose goal is to ban abortion completely. But these videos have made Lila Rose a conservative media darling. Here she is on Crossfire taking on Elise Hogue of NARAL Pro-Choice America.
An abortion doesn't unrape a woman. An abortion just adds more violence on top of that.
Isn't it
no one's allowed to kill anybody?
That we live in a country where Lila Rose could decide that she would choose to carry her rapist pregnancy to term, but her version of morality doesn't actually dictate what I can choose to do in that moment.
The pro-life movement has said to us across the board, look at us, feel the momentum, we're winning this war. What is the reaction to that?
Lila Rose and the new leaders of the anti-choice movement look great, they're charismatic, their core beliefs are old and outdated and still out of touch with mainstream Americans. Their numbers have stayed the same. They're just getting louder and louder, and we need to mobilize the silent majority in this country.
While Lila Rose courts the spotlight, Hawkins is a boots-on-the-ground leader, traveling across the country, helping on-campus student groups recruit on their own turf.
It's just about 8 in the morning, and we're here to meet. And she is outside a Planned Parenthood, and they're doing what they call sidewalk counseling. Sam Serrano is the founder of the Students for Life Club at the University of New Mexico.
Usually whenever I sidewalk counsel in the back alley on top of a ladder so that we can reach over to the girls over the wall.
Sam spends her Fridays up on this ladder, hoping to make what she calls a baby save.
So it looks like that woman might be here for an abortion, and so right now the Planned Parenthood's escort will go over to her car, walk her over to the door, and in the meantime, we're going to try to reach out to her and see if she's willing to take our gift. Can I please offer you a gift? You don't have to go through with this. We're here right across the street. We can offer you free resources and help, whatever you need. We can help you with rent. We can help you with food, childcare. Just let us know. Well, people actually do get mad at us because there is kind of a stigma attached to the pro-life movement. They were coming out here and they were saying, don't get an abortion, you're killing babies, and they didn't have a loving approach. And so it's really difficult on our end now to kind of counteract what was done in the past. We are not your grandpa's pro-life movement.
There's no question that the anti-choice movement has abandoned their old messaging of gory photos because they were losing when they did that. What they haven't shifted is their core positions and their idea that there is only one way for women to proceed in life if they get pregnant.
With a presidential election on the horizon, both sides of the abortion war agree that this battle is only going to intensify in the year to come.
2016 is coming up. How will abortion rights play in that election?
I think that people are actually very concerned about the anti-choice laws sweeping through the country. Abortion rights, the debate about contraception, they're very, very old questions that most people think should have been settled. The anti-choice movement is proving they're not settled, and that's going to put it front and center.
No, we're not out there to reduce abortion. We're out there to end abortion. I want this to be over.